Welcome back, my degenerates. My name is Dave, and I am your host of Small Risks, Big Rewards. It is week 12 in the NFL. And in today's episode, I'll be going through all my choices of money line, spread picks, and the over-unders for this week's upcoming games, multiple, minus the Thanksgiving games that have already passed. Hopefully you caught my last episode earlier this week. I always use Proline Stadium for those of you following along because that's how you should preview the odds, because you're here to keep it Canadian, eh? That being said, it's time to beat the odds. Let's go. All right, before we get going, please, if you can, leave a like to support the channel. And if you want to follow along, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for future videos. And please, let me know what your big upsets this week are going to be. Let's go. Let's pull right up. Starting off, we're going to try and keep this quick today. Quick one. Bang them out. Here we go. Atlanta goes into Jacksonville. Jacksonville's a 1-point dog at home, and the over-under of 45.5. I think Jacksonville can win the game. So I'm going to take moneyline Jacksonville. I'm going to take the spread by 1. And I think that in order for them to win, they're going to need to hit the over. Pardon me, glass of water. So yeah, give me Jacksonville here. Their defense has been playing better than people are giving them credit for. Atlanta looks anemic on offense. They don't have anyone right now. Poor Kyle Pitts and Matt Ryan, they got nothing else. It's a shame, and their defense is brutal as well. The Falcons are a mess of a team right now, and as are the Jags, don't get me wrong, but they actually have been playing better than people are giving them credit. So again, I'll take the Jags and give me the over. Game 2, Carolina at Miami. This game has been sliding. Carolina, this was a pick'em, I think, on Monday, and now we're looking at Carolina as minus 2.5. So you got Miami as a 2.5 dog at home. Give me Carolina. I think that Cam Newton has had some more time with this offense. It's going to start to look better. Their defense didn't play very well against Washington last week, but again, I think that they can improve as well. I think that Miami is a bad football team. Tua at his best last week barely did much against a really bad Jets defense. 2.5, give me that as well, and give me the over. Yeah, give me the over. 41.5 is pretty low. I just think that these two teams combined can get there. The Jets at the Texans. Oh, the battle of the bottom feeders. Houston is favored at home by 2.5, so they almost get the full field goal advantage at home. Give me an under on this. Both offenses look bad. Starting with the Jets, Michael Carter is out. That sucks for them. Zach Wilson is in. That sucks for them. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Zach Wilson's starting just because Flacco has COVID and he gave it to Mike White. So they're like, shit, we got to get Zach Wilson in there. Give me Houston to win the game. Money line at home. 3. Are they going to win by 3? No, probably like 1 or 2. Yeah, give me the Jets spread. I'll take the Texans money line and give me the under in this very brutal game. Oh, man. If you have to watch this game tomorrow, I'm sorry for your loss. A little bit more of a fun game. The Eagles at the Giants. Jason Garrett just got fired. Freddie Kitchens is the new offensive coordinator for the Giants. Saquon Barkley is rumored to be sitting out. I don't know if he makes that team better or not at this moment, the way he's been injured. Philadelphia looks good. They're beating good, decent teams. They keep surprising me. Jalen Hurts is the number 1 fantasy quarterback right now in fantasy. Like, unbelievable, good for him. He's running the ball. They're moving things. They're moving the chains on his legs alone. Sanders is out as well. The Giants are just not a good team. Philadelphia money line for certain. 3.5. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that too. I think they win by a touchdown, and I'll take the over as well. I just don't think that either team's defense is outstanding. And the Giants do move the ball here and there with some weird plays. Daniel Jones is going to do Daniel Jones thing. There's probably going to be a special teams or a defensive touchdown or two in this game as well. So I'll take the over as well. Philly across the board and the over. Wow, next one. Steelers at the Bengals. AFC North matchup. Cincy is favored at home by 3.5, and the over's 43.5. Give me the over. I think just in running the ball alone, these two teams will put up that many points. Joe Burrow's been playing awesome, and he doesn't need to just run the ball, which is really nice for the Bengals. But Joe Mixon's been running the ball well, and the Steelers look like garbage. So give me the Bengals. Give me the Bengals money line. Give me the Bengals spread. Give me the over. Jamar Chase probably gonna have a game. Big Ben, man, I don't know. He just needs to call it quick. I think they're just gonna ride this year out, and then Ben's got to be done, right? And then they go and they get Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson or something like that. It's gonna be weird. Anyways, I think the Bengals are a good team. Well, no, I don't. I don't think they're both bad teams, but I think that the Bengals are a better bad team than the Steelers. Tampa Bay at Indianapolis. Tampa Bay is favored by a field goal on the road. The over of a big old 53.0. I like the over. I really do. Indy's been moving the ball. They can put up points, and they've been forcing turnovers. Man, give me Indianapolis to outright win this game at home. I think the Colts can beat the Bucs. I think Jonathan Taylor is an MVP this year. He's already got the most Pro Bowl votes for obvious reasons. He's an absolute beast, and Frank Reich's using him the right way. They're just running the ball, then they run the ball again, and then they run the ball again, and then they try running the ball, and it works. Tampa hasn't looked phenomenal at all. They haven't looked good the last few weeks. I don't know what's going on with them. They're obviously slightly injured, of course. I like the over, and give me Indianapolis to cover the spread and to win the money line. Bold take, Cotton. Let's see how it pans out. The Titans go on the road to New England. I think this game started off as a -6 for New England, and everyone's been hammering it, so it's bumped up to -7.5. I actually have in my notes that that's too many points, but I'm changing my mind as I just heard A.J. Brown is out. Give me New England. Give me the 7.5 points, and give me the over. To win the game, they're gonna need to hit that over, and they will. A.J. Brown is out. They're gonna be able to take the Titans and just keep them to be one-dimensional and just run train on them. Mac Jones has been one of the best ball managers in the NFL at this moment, which is wild for a rookie. It sucks because you just want to finally see the Patriots have a one year where they have some ups and downs and a little bit of turmoil going on. But no, they look like the best team in the AFC right now. And it sucks. Yeah, New England, they're gonna cover the spread, and I like the over. Man, poor Tennessee. I've been saying all year that Tennessee's record is the biggest mistake in the NFL. It's all lies. Chargers at the Broncos. Broncos are dogs at home. They just paid their wide receivers a lot of money. 2.5 point underdog at home. 47 points. Give me the over. I like the over. I think that these defenses are, again, they're not as good as they could be. And I think this game is going to be pretty tight. Yeah. Give me the Chargers to win the game, but not by 2.5. So I'm going to take the Broncos spread, the over, and the Chargers. Herbert looks great. He's been making awesome plays. That offense has been moving the ball, scoring points. They look good. Denver is pretty good on defense. If Teddy Bridgewater can manage the game well here, I can see him being a good upset even. Melvin Gordon's probably going to get a touchdown against his old team. Yeah, they can run the ball well. The Chargers can't stop the run. I think the Chargers win the game still. I was almost talking myself into saying the Broncos here, but yeah, I'll take the Chargers, but the Broncos will cover the spread, and we will definitely hit the over. The Rams at Green Bay. Rams, I think that Green Bay was a -1 at the beginning of this week, and now it's -1 the other way around. taking that flip. Give me the Rams off a bye week. I think that this is going to be a team that actually can take the bye week and utilize it and get back on track. Where some teams go into the bye week and just they collapse and they look bad coming out of it. I don't think McVay is going to be in that situation. Aaron Rodgers has got this weird, COVID toe thing that Joe Rogan hasn't been able to find a way to heal him for. Bakhtiari's out. Aaron Jones is probably not playing. Yeah, if the Rams defense just plays well, they don't have to play amazing. They don't have to be like the top-notch defense like they should be. As long as they play well enough, I think that Matt Stafford and the boys will be able to put up enough points. So give me the over for sure in this game. And I hope Aaron Rodgers is healthy enough to get out there and make this a good game. But -1 and the money line, I think, is just a gimme for the Rams on this one. I'll definitely be putting my money on the Rams all weekend long, unless something else changes going forward. So, all right, Minnesota at San Francisco. I probably won't be putting actual money on this game in particular. San Fran is 3 points favored at home by a field goal. Hey, puppies. Minnesota's been playing really, really well. But so is San Francisco. They've both been they've been quietly killing it. Both these teams. I just think that the Niners are running the ball better than the Vikings, the Vikings are running the ball well. But they're throwing the ball better. Jefferson is beast out there this year. Conklin showed up as a tight end for Kirk. Kirk's playing very well, controlling the ball, very little turnovers. But San Francisco, same idea. Garoppolo looks great. He's having a great season. Deebo Samuel is one of the most explosive players in the NFL right now. Kittle is healthy and he's rolling. He looks good. Give me the Niners money line. I think they cover by the field goal, and I like the over as well. Both offenses are great, and they're going to put up points, and I think that the Niners are just going to be able to do it at home. If they're in Minnesota, I might be, don't get me wrong, I think Minnesota can actually win this game. They can win this game, but I don't think they're going to, not this week. I think that this is going to be a Niners game. Oh, Sunday nighter. Cleveland coming into town at the Ravens. 3.5 point favorites at home. You can't. You have to take the 3.5 for Cleveland. These two teams, they usually split games every year. One team wins one team wins the other. Usually the home team winning. 3.5 is too many. This is going to be a field goal game. It's always a field goal game. That being said, I think the Ravens will win this game at home. Lamar's back. He's going to want to, it's a primetime game against a rival. The last time these guys played like this, it was wild. And Lamar left and he came back and he just was a hero. One of the coolest games ever in primetime. Yeah, over 47, that's going to hit. I think that the Ravens defense is brutal. They can't tackle. Nick Chubb has 5 touchdowns against the Ravens in his career, which is the most that he's for him against any other team. If he breaks loose in the secondary, he's gone. I'm a Ravens fan. The Ravens can't tackle well. They're very injured, obviously. So on defense, you're gonna bust 3 or 4 60+ yard plays to keep the game going up. But I also think that Lamar and the boys will run the ball well and move the ball well. Bateman's been coming into his own as well. I'm not sure if Hollywood Brown's even going to be playing in this, but they can spread the ball around. Mark Andrews is going to be a big impact player as well. But Baltimore's going to win the game. Cleveland will cover the spread, and the over will hit in this game. Again, it will be a field goal game. And last but not least, I like this game. I think this is going to be a good game. I know a lot of people would argue Monday Nighter is kind of a boring game. But Washington's been playing really well, and Seattle hasn't. So these teams are quite well matched. As you can see from the pick'em, the 1 point being favored to the home team, Washington football team, who I think are going to win the game. They'll win money line. They'll win by a field goal or so, and I think the over will hit again. Seattle's defense has been pretty piss poor, kind of like Baltimore. They let big plays happen. They do well. They stop the ball. Then all of a sudden, boom, 70-yarder hits, and then they find themselves trying to crawl back. Russell Wilson hasn't been fully healthy yet. His hand is not healed. He's got some good weapons around him. Chris Carson. I think the problem with the Seahawks this year is that Chris Carson hasn't been playing. When Chris Carson plays, they win games. They can establish the run. They can bully the ball. They can keep time of possession. And they haven't been able to do that this year. So I think that Washington's defense, as you know, even though they're missing Chase Young, which is tough for them for the rest of the year, I think they held their own well against a pretty good offense in Carolina. And I think they can hold their own again against Seattle. So give me the over. I think that Washington will put up like 28 points at least on their own. Yeah, give me Washington across the board there. There you go. Those are your pick'ems. So now it's time to lay it small on the line. My send off for you before ending this episode is my risk it for the biscuit, as you might say. So I always do it between a 3 to 6 pick parlay that you can risk some big money on and hopefully win back a couple of those farms that you're betting, right? So this week I'm going to be plugging in a couple money line underdogs and one spread pick that most people will probably going to consider to be a little risky. But hey, I took them to win the money line in this spread. So let's pull that up here. There we go. So number one, I think Atlanta goes into Jacksonville, and Jacksonville just holds their own. Money line paying 2.09 is nice odds for the home favorite. Yeah, give me Jacksonville there. Carolina versus Miami. Carolina to cover the spread of 2.5. I think that Carolina is a good team. I think that Miami is a bad team, and I think that these odds are backwards. Yeah, that's simple. Give me the 2.5. They got this. And then we have another spread here. We have Tampa Bay versus Indianapolis. I like Indianapolis to win the game outright, to be honest, but I'm going to take the safer bet in this parlay, and I'm going to put the 3 points of the spread. And then lastly, I just think that the Rams again are a lock to beat the Packers. Based off of everything I just concluded with, off the bye week, the Rams defense are going to show up. Aaron Rodgers is banged up. They're missing players, important players, so on and so forth. Put $100 on this, win back $1,507. Not bad. Not bad. I like it. And hopefully you liked it too and you found this video to be helpful. May the odds be ever in your favor. Thanks again for watching. I'm your host, Dave of Small Risks, Big Rewards. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Notification bell to know when I'm pumping out the next video. And enjoy your NFL weekend. I'm out.